daily drive-by when life gets busy, when life gets chaotic, chaotic, kind of like that one. When life gets stressful, you have to stick to your habits, your patterns, and the things that make your body and mind feel good. I guess I'm having trouble talking today, but that is okay, because the point is still going to get across that as life picks up, as life gets busier, whatever time of year that is for you, if it's in the winter time because you plow snow, if it's in the summertime because of travel for work and you're in a cooling industry, not speaking from example or anything, but what's important is keeping the habits and patterns in your life intact throughout those busy times, because it's very easy to get diverted to something else. And so when you have those things set in place, it is easy for your foundation to not get disrupted as much as it would be if you don't have habits and patterns set in place. So this is why I preach all the time that, the common everyday person doesn't want to get on a stage and compete. The common everyday person doesn't want to go out and run a marathon. The common everyday person doesn't want to be fully yoked with abs. The common person just wants to feel good, enjoy life, live a healthy life, so that way they can be alive longer, not only for themselves, but eventually their kids, their grandkids, and so on. And so every single day, we all have everything that comes up. Work, your kids need something, something that your family member needs. You forgot something, so now you're running late. All of these things divert us, or try to divert us from doing the day-to-day things that we need to do. Eating right, working out, meditating, journaling, cold plunge, sauna, whatever those little habits and traditions that you've put in your life are that make you feel good, life tries to pull you away from those and get sucked back in the vortex, or as I like to use the analogy, derailing your train from the tracks. And so whether you have habits in place right now or not, it doesn't matter. What matters is that you start today. If you don't, to start incorporating those. And so, as I said, not everybody wants to get on a stage, not everybody wants to run a marathon, not everyone wants to be jacked. That doesn't mean that you don't need to have habits in place. That doesn't mean that you don't need to have a routine. That doesn't mean that you don't need to have structure, because people without structure, people without habits, tend to go down the path of anxiety and depression, because things just keep piling up on their plate. But not only that, they're not exerting anything from their body. Our bodies are living organisms. We are a living thing. We need to exert some sort of emotions, feelings, exert and get our heart rates up. Like whatever that is, we need to exert. So not only can we get tired by the end of the night, but we keep our mind off of things. We keep our mind healthy. We keep them sharp. That's why we read. That's why we go to school, because we want to keep things sharp. That's why we do training and jobs, because we want to keep our mind sharp. And so the habits keep our bodies and our minds sharp. And so if you don't have any habits in place right now, there's nothing to worry about, because it is extremely easy. What does that main picture look like that you want? What is it that you want to achieve or that you want to accomplish? Okay, and from there, step back, evaluate it, look at it. And I'm talking about your dreams. Like, what the fuck does the future look like for you? What do you want your future to look like? Paint that fucking picture, put it up on the wall, step back, evaluate it. If you don't believe in it, then redo it. Because if you don't believe in it, there's no reason that anybody else around you should believe in it. My vision, my dream is building DTI worldwide, world known. Not because of the money or the things that'll come with it, but because with a world-known platform, I will be able to travel the world and make an impact. Take the money that we make from this and make an impact in another country. Come back to our country, make an impact, but help people continue to grow and see the best aspects of life, because life tries to tear us down. There are so many negative things that try and tear us down. But when you have this intact, and you have this intact, and you have this intact, nothing can stop you. So paint that picture. Paint those fucking dreams. Step back, evaluate it. Believe in it. Believe in it wholeheartedly. And don't just tell yourself you believe in it. Fucking believe in it. that nothing's gonna stop you to achieve it, that nothing can stop you to achieve it, and that people are gonna think you're fucking crazy for doing it. But guess what? You're not gonna stop. So it's going to come a reality. But the only way it can come a reality is if once you step back, you start putting action behind that plan, behind that picture, behind those goals, those dreams. And the only way that is going to happen is if you start small, forming little habits day in and day out. Most people don't lose the weight that they want to lose because they try and completely revamp their life. Most people don't get the dream job that they want because they think that they have to shoot for the stars in the beginning. This is all a progression, and everything builds on each other. When it builds on each other, those little strokes become big strokes naturally, and you don't feel forced to do it. So when you're painting the little strokes, start small, whatever that looks like. Pick an area. As I tell people in weight loss, okay, let's evaluate your life right now. Let's not take things out of it. Let's add to it. So instead of drinking 8 pops a day, we're gonna take away 4 of them, but we're going to add something. That's gonna be that water, that's gonna be electrolytes, that's gonna be something that doesn't have all that sugar that turns into fat. So it's little things. I'm not telling them stop drinking those 8 pops. What is that? 8, 16, 32, 48 pops a week. We can't have that. 40 pops a week, we can't have that. Weekends too, even more. But I know you love it. I know your body needs it right now because sugar is so fucking addictive. I know your body needs it. So I'm not gonna sit here and tell you like all of the other people, cut it completely out of your life, because you won't do it. You might do it while you're passionate about it, while you have the motivation for like a week, but then you're gonna be like, fuck, I miss that Coke. And then you're gonna have one, and next thing you know, you're right down the same path that you were on. So do it in little increments. Change things little, so that way it compounds on each other, so that way you can continue to grow and it doesn't feel forceful. It doesn't feel like you have to completely revamp and change your life. And so again, paint the big fucking picture. Believe in it. Step back and evaluate it, and then start painting the little strokes. Those little strokes will become big strokes. And so when life gets crazy and life gets chaotic, here's how I'm wrapping this up. When life gets busy, life gets chaotic, those little strokes, you're still knocking out, which means that you're painting the overall picture. Life didn't get crazy and you had to stop because you already revamped your life and it didn't fit. Nope, that paintbrush is still going. You're still painting because it's little, tangible, actionable items that you're doing daily and weekly and monthly and yearly to make that dream a reality. So if I have anything in this world to offer you, it is to start today forming new habits that are aligning with your big picture, that are aligning with the main goals, your dreams, your aspirations in life. If you do that, anything is achievable. As long as you believe, take care of this, take care of this, and take care of this. Have a great day.